Hi guys, welcome to About the Mind podcast. I would like to welcome Ashwin. Welcome Ashwin.
Thank you, Yuvraj. Always a pleasure to be here.
Okay. Today we'll be talking about prana. Ashwin, I would like you to first describe or explain what prana exactly is.
Prana is mentioned in the Upanishads as well, and even in the Vedas, and all over the world. I found a post somebody made with at least 50 plus names for prana from across the world. So it's obvious, and we actually feel it and we know about it. It's just that we have passed our entire education without having mentioned it. So nobody knows what it is. And now I have to come online and explain what is prana. Prana is a bioenergy. The difference between a living body and a dead body is the presence of prana. And prana has a flow, just like magnetism has a flow, or electricity has a flow, and it has a spin and it has polarities, and the way that things flow, it's just energy, bioenergy around the human body. Look, even a cucumber has energy, electrical energy. Okay, Yuvraj has exited. But anyway, I'll just wait for Yuvraj to come back. But meanwhile, why don't you, the audience, try this exercise to understand what is prana? There's no need to talk about it so much, okay? Take your two fingers or one finger, whatever, okay? As soon as you point like this, Yuvraj is back. Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I was just taking the audience through an exercise.
Okay.
So to feel prana, okay? So you take your finger like this, and as soon as you point at something, prana starts flowing out of it. Any pointy parts of your body, prana flows out of it, and this is something we know from physics as well. If there's an electromagnetic charge on a metal or whatever, it starts flowing out of its pointed sides. That's the nature of energy. Okay, it flows out the pointy side. So you take the pointiest part of your body, little finger, whatever, and then bring it over here where there's a swirling energy center, a place of high potential where there's a field, electromagnetic field. This is where your consciousness resides. So don't touch yourself, don't touch your eyebrows, just go around it, close to it, and then you'll start feeling something. Ah, you can feel it. So that's the feelable electromagnetic radiation that's coming from your hand. It also comes out with your intention. Our thoughts are nothing but electromagnetic charges. So it's quite incredible that we don't understand energy in physics. We have no idea what it is. But in yoga, we know that you ask. They have some silly definition in physics. When I ask them what is energy in school, it's the ability to do work. I'm like, it's much more than that. It's not the ability to do work. Somebody defined it and they thought it's very elegant. And they settled there. So now they're like this. Energy is the ability to do work. Avladhan. That's it. Okay. But there's more to energy than that. Energy Shakti, we worship her in her various forms. And we say that it's a portal as well, you know. If you concentrate energy enough in one place, it's a portal to look into another space time other than the one which you're currently and your physical body is currently in. You could look into the future, you could look into the past, you could look in some other place. Okay, so that's one function of prana. If you know how to accumulate prana into a portal, crackling portal, you could just like gaze through it and see whatever you want to see. So clairvoyance, okay? Clairsentience is also energy. If I if I can you know see somebody sitting there, and I mean somebody is sitting there. So I'm going to ask you if you're able to feel this pulse. Now it's my just my intention. I'm putting my hand out like this. Okay, putting my hand out like this, and when I close the fingers, energy concentrates over here. The moment energy is concentrated over here, I kind of intend and arrange it and move it so that it's going to the third eye of the person sitting here. You feel it? Yeah. And now she's sitting about 4 meters from me, and she goes, "I can feel that." Right? And then you can also send energy over the internet. Did you know that? You don't need the internet. The energy is the internet. And energy in any place is Shakti. She's all knowing and she's connected to any other place as well. We have to understand this. This is what prana is, okay? So now you're looking at me, and I let me try the same thing with you, okay? So I put this over here, and I'm intending that this should work even with any audience that's looking. Just concentrate, and you can feel that in your. You can start the buzz. You start feeling the intensity there, and I hope everyone watching this is also feeling it. Okay, if you did, good. If you don't, then you need to do a course on subtle energy sensing. So we use these superhuman powers to energy heal people from a distance, because we don't need to spend energy to send energy like how we do right now. It's really low tech. What we consider really high tech through optic fibers and my internet, my voice is reaching you and my vision is reaching you. For cavemen, it's a miracle. But for yogis, it's low tech because we can communicate with each other. I communicate with my guru all the time. Here's Kunal saying, it stopped as soon as you removed your hands. Yes, okay. So it just comes and goes, and then you feel it. Now, yogis can communicate. I speak to my guru who's sitting in Nepal somewhere, and I just concentrate and ask him, Babaji, how do I deal with this shit? And then I get answers like, what you should do, how to deal with it. And that's how it's that confidence that I tell people, don't worry, because my guru is there. I don't have to. And now people are telling people, don't worry, Ashwin is there. But they don't understand that I'm completely surrendered to my guru. He's completely surrendered to his guru. He's completely surrendered to his guru. What does that surrender mean? Stay at a lower potential. That's it. Don't put yourself above your guru. Then energy can't flow from a lower potential to high potential. You sit here, judge your guru, then obviously all his energy cannot flow to you. So you're at a higher potential than the guru per guru who is here. And then how can you receive energy from something when you're sitting above it? You can't. If you're at a higher potential, you already put yourself higher. So keep the lowest of the low receives everything. So if you want to have a lot of prana in your life, so prana is not just that. No? Prana is also the secret of immortality. If you have prana in your body, it will never decay. It will never age. Not only will it never age, it will start recovering. This is the easiest way. This is the high technology. This is the easiest way to recover. But what are we doing? Oh my God. Today, in my interns group, yeah, I have a group of interns. They were discussing and taking apart, and they did a brilliant job. They did a blood test analysis of one of my patients, and they finally found that she's got high cholesterol and low ALP, so she's got MS, multiple sclerosis. But what's the use of knowing that? Now, how to fix it? Nobody knows. It's only through prana that you can fix it. I had a company earlier which was called Prana, and we used to help people, and I used to just sit and channel prana to all my patients. I didn't know anything else. Like I didn't know any medicine. I didn't know any um, nutrition. Nothing. Now we know a lot, but finally, if to cure people, we have to use prana only. So it's also a medical technique. Now, what you'll do with MS patients, you have to cure them with prana. So all of our advancement, it looks like a joke when we see what yogis can do with prana just by surrendering to it. And it's a different technology. It's technology of dropping your ego. The lowest of the load accumulates all the prana. Shakti likes to bless and flow into those who are holding themselves at a lower potential than her. What does this mean? Specifically, it means this. If you are, let's say, divorced and you fought for the custody of your son or daughter and it went to your spouse, okay, everybody will say this is a khatarnak situation where you have to feel sad. Most people will say this. But it was allowed to happen by Shakti. She allowed it to happen. If she allowed it to happen, obviously it must be something amazing that has happened because she doesn't do ordinary. Shakti doesn't do ordinary at all. There is no ordinary. The idea that there is ordinary stuff is an insult to Shakti. Okay, if you start thinking my life is ordinary, wah, 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 then you have insulted Shakti already, and you put yourself above her. Your arrogance has grown so much that you can't receive any prana. Okay, and then you put yourself um, when you lose the custody of your kid, then you resent it so much and you hate it, and you say this is not something that should have happened, but it happened. Whatever's possible to happen will happen. Have you noticed that impossible things don't happen? I want all the audience to please check how many impossible things happened. Because if they happened, they were possible. That's why they happened. Okay? Incredible things happen, but impossible things cannot happen by definition because it's not possible. What cannot happen is called impossible. You have to deeply understand this that only possible things happen. And the corollary is that what is not possible to happen cannot happen. The moment you understand this, you can deeply, deeply relax and enjoy the prana that is flowing towards you. And lots of more possibilities open, lots of freedom opens up. But people don't want freedom, they want the ego of being right, of being, um, yeah, being right. So whenever you feel anger, sadness, regret, something, whatever it is, you are being right. Even shame and guilt, you are being right. If you did something really stupid, it was because that only that was possible at that point. It was not possible for you to be intelligent, but you think that if you were running things in your own senses and consciousness, you would have made different choices and different things would have happened. No, there was only one possibility and it happened. So when we sit in opposites, so here's this person who's lost custody of the kid sitting and saying that this is not correct, this is not right. I am right, I know how it should have gone. The kid should have been with me. People do this shit, right? After someone dies, they do this shit. They shouldn't have died. They left me here. No, no, I'm lonely and I don't have a way. I don't know what to do without this person. I thought that I should have died first. They should have died next. But people sit like this. They'll get their death soon. Okay. So one of my patients just like from 3 days, her prana's just evaporated. It's just gone. It's flown out of her body, and she feels like she's going to die. Another patient also came to me yesterday, 3 days back. He also felt that all the prana has gone out of him and he's going to die. And then, if you go and examine their mindset before that, they would have had a huge issue with what's happening around them. and then the prana is flying out, and then you're wondering why is it, why am I feeling so sick? Okay, so if you want to live long, if you want to live happy, you just have to be in a state of low potential, like just like let yourself be the lowest of the low and say that everything happening around me is good, is fine. What about the children tortured and the eyes were pulled out? Is it is possible? Shakti allowed it to happen, so I don't have a problem with it. Or don't shouldn't you fight for justice? No, no, no. This is not yogi's path. We don't fight for justice. Unless that's the only possibility. And then there are instances where yogis have gone and just fought for no reason, but they don't have that charge. Internally, that charge is not there. I might go and support something, a cause, but internally, I'm not charged. If it doesn't happen, cool, okay, no problem. I'll look for my lunch and have my lunch. Okay. These people find shocking and apathetic. This is not apathy. This is humility. People are confused humility with apathy, which is not very intelligent. So now I hope you know what is prana. I've covered it in many aspects. If you want a succinct definition of prana, it is what sustains life and even phenomena in this world. It is energy. Energy is the right word for prana. That's what it is. But the problem is, if you ask what is energy, people don't know. So we say energy is the feminine side of God, Shakti. That's how we understand it in yoga.
Does prana have other usage other than sustaining life?
Yes, yes. It has many interesting phenomena. It allows coordination of things. So it's not just electrical charge, just like, try to understand it with the metaphor of electricity, you'll understand, right? Electricity can make you a smoothie. Electricity can make your room cool as an AC. Electricity can give you light, illuminate you. Electricity can give you a massage if it passes through a massager. Electricity can do a whole lot of things. I'm just looking around my room and seeing what else can electricity do. It's got a UPS. Then oh yeah, look, I have a electric bat that kills mosquitoes in my room. This thing you can see only in India. It's shaped like a badminton racket and it kills mosquitoes. Electricity. Okay. So if electricity can do all those things, that's pretty much what prana is. It can do a whole lot. In fact, it does everything. Any doing is done by prana. Any non-doing is also done by prana. And the shape of everything is held by prana. If the prana changes its modulation, then its expression will change. Energy is always modulated with information, right? What is electricity doing right now? It's transmitting my face to you and your face to me and my voice to you and your voice to me. So prana can do all of that without any hardware. Prana is the primordial energy, the elusive unifying force that science has been searching for forever. So any high-tech thing can be matched by prana. Everything depends on energy. And the biggest source of prana is the sun, right? But it's also our thoughts. Our thoughts are very much a source of prana, depending on how they are. Our thoughts help us to align our position, right? It gives you a status. Now, every status that you choose for yourself and adopt for yourself is a potential. So then either energy will flow out of you or it will flow into you. And that's how it is. So then you have to constantly arrange yourself and find out who you are if you want to grow your prana. And please don't do this thing and think that you're increasing your prana. You can do this forever. Alternate nostril breathing. The moment people say it's pranayama, it's or breathing like a dog, bhastrika, or any of the pranayamas, people are busy doing that, not understanding that there's a component to it which is positioning. The humblest position gets the most prana, and that's the one which causes miracles in the world. Yeah, look at Orko saying, I taught Orko a meditation yesterday, and it's a meditation that I developed for a company that wanted to go from I don't know now. It told me something from 4 crores to 100 crores, something they wanted to make. Okay, so I said, okay, just take this meditation, and everybody needs to practice it. I share that meditation with you too. So Orko just followed that meditation, and he's full of prana. You can see he's got so much better energy, and you just become productive. You become amazing. I see so many programs on Facebook, man. I can't scroll down Facebook without someone telling me how they're going to make my mind better, how they're going to make my body better, or how they're going to make my relationships better, or how they're going to make me more money. There are a bunch of coaches responsible for this. That these are the three things people are interested in. That's it. I think Frank Kern started this crap that people are interested only in two, three things. There are three niches in which you can make money. Who gave you all these crap ideas, right? But I'm saying just develop your prana and you'll have all those things: money, relationships, health, and anything else which is not these things. Is life limited to your money, relationships, and health? That's like the basic for life. I mean, that's like having I don't know, like a base. It's a really base level. Yeah, that's the bare minimum. If you don't have the bare minimum, you might as well not be alive. If you don't have health, good relationships, and money, you might as well be dead. What's the point being alive? So that's like the basic bare minimum. And if you just position yourself well, how you put yourself in a way that energy drains from you. Okay, it's like this bottle of water, right? If I put it in upside down, the water is going to flow out of it, right? Now, if I want the water to flow into my mouth, yeah, I say I'm above the water. Nothing comes. Nothing comes as long as my mouth is above the water, unless I got a straw. But how much water can I get from a straw? When you pour it is the real amount that's coming, right? The straw will come like a tube, and I have to put a lot of effort to suck it. Here, no effort. See, position yourself properly to receive energy. If I position myself here and pour the water on my shoulder, my thirst will not get fulfilled. Let me show you a demonstration. Watch carefully, okay? It's so simple that it seems ridiculous, but still people don't get it. That's the biggest pranayama in the world that I've shown you right now. That's the only pranayama I need. Where you position yourself. If you position yourself as somebody who's objecting to the world, if all you have is objections to the world, how you'll get prana, man? You can't get prana if you have only objections. All right. So everybody watching, watch where you position yourself. That's the way to develop prana. Once you have prana, you can do anything. Just about anything can happen. The slightest desire of yours will be fulfilled because of the position you're in. You're the position where Shakti's hand is pointed downwards in Varada Mudra, right? You know what Varada Mudra is? Like like this. Oof, can't do it. Yeah, like this. This is Varada Mudra, right? So in a position where Varada Mudra is pointing towards you, sit like this, you receive everything, whatever you want. No, it's got to be more complicated than that. I can't understand how you can just simplify things. You're just being simplistic or a simpleton. Then you know what you've argued for? Your limitations. Good. So be it. One thing I didn't do is like limit myself. When my guru said something, I said, "Oh, is that so? Okay, it must be so." And I just went along with it. No regrets. I had a fabulous life. You can make a movie on my life. Thanks to humility, positioning, where you put yourself. Okay? Malvi is finding it Dasu. Thank you, Malvi. Let's go on, Yuvraj.
Okay. How can we know whether someone else has a high or a low prana? Just can we know it by looking at them?
Yes. Can you see how the light changed around me without me doing anything? Did you notice or not?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what happens when you got high prana. By looking at a person, you'll know there'll be a glow. There'll be a glow. Yeah, there'll be glowing. You can't fake prana. The body language of somebody full of prana will be like a full balloon. They'll have a full body language. It won't be like punctured, just, yeah. They'll be like as if something is filling them from the inside. And it is literally that. How things fill yourself, right? Position yourself properly and you'll be filled with prana. Prana will be flowing to you and you have so much extra that you can just like give people prana. So yes, they're gonna glow. When they smile, you just can't do anything. You just have to like look at them and like it's not about their symmetry of their face and whatever. It's just there's something sparkling in them. We call it tejas. The energy, the sublime prana which flows out from a person's face is called tejas. Now the lights came back to normal. Nothing changed around me. It's not voltage fluctuations. You asked a question, so it just came. Prana came out as if to answer you. That's prana. Shakti is like this. She plays, okay? She plays. We are not aware of Shakti. We're busy criticizing her for killing babies in Afghanistan or whales in Arctic Ocean and sharks in Japan. We've all got our underwear in a knot about the injustices of the world. Which Shakti is doing, man. So then you put yourself at a higher position than her. What prana you'll have? Can't take it. Like your whole existence and your whole positioning is that of, you know, nobility. I'm so noble. Look at me. I'm so noble. मेरे को देखो मैं कितना noble हूँ. Listen, your life circumstances led you to be in this position. There's no need to feel egoistic about it like you earned it. We're just sitting in the car, in the back seat, and then driving like this. So sit, don't disturb me. I have to watch the road. Like, what road can you see? Just let Shakti drive and relax, no? Then you can at least look out of the window, enjoy the breeze. Oh, okay, okay, this is happening, this is happening. No, this is also happening, okay. Because if you die, you come back on this earth. There's nothing, no problem with it. People have made dying and killing very evil, right? Long back, somebody was interviewing me for his martial arts PhD, and I told him society will be considered civilized when killing is not illegal. It became so controversial. Then he asked me like too many questions because he's American. And then I had to answer it because he doesn't have any idea about our culture. He couldn't understand what is this. And now we have a lot of Indians who have been Western educated who have no clue what I'm talking about. How can you be okay with injustice in the world? Hemorrhoids. Don't squeeze so much, okay? You'll get hemorrhoids. Let the blood flow nicely in your body. Okay, let's move on from Bawasir.
Okay, okay. This is the last question that I have for you. Because we are
Hmm.
anyway going to run out of time. Uh, is prana different from aura, or are they the same?
Uh, yeah, the aura is made up of prana to be uh, technically correct. But it's the bioenergy around you. So that's not all prana is because prana is flowing everywhere, Shakti is everywhere. Yes, the aura is prana, right? So it's like asking, is Mysore in Karnataka? Yes, it is. But is Karnataka Mysore? No, it's not. It's more than Mysore. So is prana aura? Yeah. I mean, is the aura prana? Yes. Is prana only the aura? No, it's not. It's more than that, as we understood today. So I hope that this opened a new way of thinking of prana, and so now you don't have to sit and do this boring stuff of nothing happens. Nothing. I've not found a single person benefited from this thing. Okay. Yes, it does balance you a bit. You feel a bit balanced, and then you meet your spouse again or your mother-in-law, and then that's it. And you're like, this should not be happening. This person is wrong. All your prana is gone from there. Boom. Because Shakti created that person. And you're saying Shakti is wrong. And then all your prana will go out. Pss, it'll evaporate. And then you'll be curled up like a ball on the floor, crying about your life. You must finish crying before you enter this world. People leave, they come on earth crying. I'm very happy to report I didn't cry. They had to hit me to make me cry. They thought something's wrong. Hey, this guy is not breathing. I was breathing. I wasn't crying. They hit me, made me cry, and then say, "Ah, saved his life." Anyway,
Okay. Uh, does the audience have any questions? Otherwise, we'll be ending for the day.
yes, audience, any questions about prana that you wanted to ask but were afraid to ask, you can ask now. Anybody wants to know anything about prana, just shoot, and if we can read your message, then we will answer it. But sometimes I see people write comments and it doesn't show up over here, and that's pretty sad. Some destinations won't get comments. Learn more. Tick, tick, tick. People in Facebook group writing comments. Now they're not showing. Thank you, Facebook.
Shashank has a question.
Ah, Shashank has a question. Great.
What is apana?
What is apana? Apana is a kind of downward flowing prana. It's a specific prana in the body that nourishes, um, that allows things to flow away from each other. So, yeah, apana is the prana which you use to create a distance. Prana is the opposite of that. Prana can be used to close a distance. Right? Like that, there are 10 classifications of prana. They're called Dasha Vayu, the 10 Vayus. Five main pranas and five Upa pranas, which are supposed to work under the five governing pranas. It's a long classification. And it's for it is for advanced practitioners. Like you don't need to know all this stuff. I mean, you do need to at some point. So I'm really planning a course very soon. Okay, guys, stay tuned to this page and this channel. So I'm planning a course on um, a prana-based course where you can increase your subtle senses and get super sensory powers. And I think that a lot of people will be interested in that. And that we'll get into all these details of what are the dashavayus, what do they do, and you know, stuff like that. So they were saying in Kashmir Shaivism, prana is supposed to be flowing in the nasal cavity. No, prana can flow out of your finger also. I sent prana also, right? I sent some prana to your face. I don't know if you were there. Okay, so prana can flow anywhere. In some textbooks, it's written that prana flows only in the head, from the chest and the arms and the head. And no, the head is udana, and then apana. And I feel that's a useless way to look at prana. There are useful ways to look at it, and I'm happy to teach that in my course. If you're interested, please sign up. I mean, it's just in my head right now, the course. When it comes to my website, then you can sign up. All right. Yeah, Shobha says, great. She's looking forward to the course. Great. Is that all for today?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right,
Okay.
guys. I hope you enjoyed this talk. And, I don't have to tell you what's the right thing to do. When you enjoy a talk, what you should do, you know, do me the courtesy for getting all this free knowledge, hitting the share button, and don't be embarrassed. If you share my video, your value goes up among your friends. Don't worry. Okay? Hit share. All right. Thank you very much, guys. And I'll see you in the next episode of what is it now? Yoga Chitta?
Good.
Yeah. Yoga Chitta. We have transitioned the word from about the mind because it's so generic, you can't find it. And then we got this word Yoga Chitta, and we're going to use that as the name of our podcast because it's dealing with the mind. All right, guys. Thank you, Yuvraj. It was great talking to you as usual. Bye.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Good night.